On July 4, 1947, an unidentified flying object crashed in Roswell. The military retrieved the remains of the object that crashed on a farm, and made the fact public. The Roswell Daily Record ran an article on its front page, entitled U.S. Air Force Captures Flying Saucer. However, a few days later, the Air Force discovered another flying object, and what appeared to be a dead animal in Roswell. Perhaps realizing the seriousness of the problem, the military held another press conference and quickly changed the content of the life to say that the aircraft they had recently discovered was a small observation balloon. After that, rumors spread that an alien body had been found, and the military held another press conference. They announced that the alien body was a mannequin that had been in the balloon. However, according to Matilda's testimony, the situation was completely different. Information reached the Roswell Army base that there may have been survivors at the second crash site, and the medical team to which Matilda belonged was dispatched to the scene. The damage to the crashed flying object was not that great, but 4 of the 5 life forms on board were already dead. However, only one of them was still conscious. The staff on the ground tried to communicate with the life form. However, it was unable to understand any words, and it did not recognize any symbols or letters. Meanwhile, while Matilda was investigating the scene, something strange happened. She clearly felt something in her head. Matilda immediately understood intuitively. The life form was speaking directly to her head. A nonverbal communication of consciousness was taking place between the life form and Matilda. Surprised, Matilda immediately reported it to her superiors. However, no one else on the scene felt the same way as Matilda. A few days later, Matilda was taken to a certain place and assigned the role of interpreter for the life form. At the same time, Matilda's position was raised by several levels, and her salary increased by 20 times in one go. Otherwise, they would not have allowed her to participate in a top-secret project of communication with a supposed extraterrestrial life form. In addition to the military's top brass, scientists, linguists, cryptographers and other experts were also called to the scene. Matilda was given a list of questions and ordered to question the life form. According to the list, the life form was about 1.2 meters tall, had gray skin, and its limbs and torso were very small, with only 3 fingers on each hand and foot. The most striking feature was its disproportionately large head and equally large eyes. According to military verification, the eyes had very high visual acuity and were speculated to be able to see electromagnetic waves of wavelengths other than visible light. The life form also had no ears, 2 small nostrils, and a seam in its mouth. The body did not appear to need to consume food, had no reproductive period, and did not emit any sound from the contraction site. Furthermore, when the military dissected the bodies of the other life forms, they found no organs, cells or other structures in their bodies. However, structures resembling a nervous system and a circuit were confirmed. After seeing this, military personnel speculated that the body was something similar to a remote-controlled device. Although it was unclear how they worked, the military assumed they were sentient beings rather than machines, and decided to conduct interviews with them.